What's up, guys? This is Gamer Guy. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Marvel Legends Ultimate Spider-Man and Vulture 2-pack. And I just got this for Christmas. It's really cool, and I really love it. So let's get into this. So, if you take a look at the side, you'll see we get a look at the Vulture right there, and also on the other side we get a look at the one and only Spider-Man. So, now on the back you can see that we have Spider-Man and Vulture fighting. And here is the comic book, Ultimate Spider-Man issue 90. And let's see. It says in the biome right here, Adrian Toomes uses a specialized flying suit to soar through the skies as the Vulture. But when this winged menace threatens justice, it's up to Spider-Man to swing in and stop him in his flight. That's the little bio for Adrian Toomes. Looks really good. And yeah, let's get into the review. Okay, so now that we have both the figures out of the box, we shall see their detail and articulation. So we of course have a very nice head sculpt right here. Quite nice right there. It's, if you look, you can see tiny splotch, not splotch, but like a tiny splotch of paint. Yeah, just a tiny dot of paint right there. I think that's meant to symbolize like a vulture's eye. I don't know. The helmet looks very good. This is Toomes' head. It's kind of creepy, but it's good. Fits the character very well. Nice attention to detail, like the eyebrows. I like the color of his eyes. It makes him look very evil. That smile is quite chilling. But yeah, so let's get into the articulation of the figure. So let me just take off the wing set, that way I can better show you his articulation. Pops off quite easy, actually. It pops off without me even trying to pop it off. Just ends up popping off anyways. But anyways, so his head goes up and down extremely far. Like really, really far up. Really far up, really far down. His head goes like back and forth too. It's kind of weird and cool. Yeah, really far up, really far down. Side to side, actually a 360 even. And his head pivots like that. It's on a ball joint. His arms go up, down, all the way around 360. Got swivel here, double jointed elbow, a swivel at the wrist, and it goes back and forth. And then we've got a little bit of an ab crunch. Sorry, his legs are like bending. A tiny bit of an ab crunch. Got a swivel at the waist, goes all the way around. His legs go out, forward, and out back. It's got a, let me focus the camera. It's got a swivel at the thigh, right here. It's got double jointed knees. No boot swivel. Very, very tiny amount of ankle pivot, and then his feet go up and ankles go up and down. So that's gonna be it for the Vulture figure articulation. Of course, you know, you can put his wings on, and he will stand like so. Fix him up a bit. And yeah, so you can pose him up decently well. And he's a pretty cool action figure to play with, so you get it just the right way. The wing set's kind of heavy, and I've been messing around with him, but yep, it will. I just knocked him over. He will pose. He will pose. So, getting him out of the way, let's take a look at Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man comes with an alternate set of hands. He comes with his wall crawling hands, or his like open, I call it his open hands. Comes with two of those. And then Spider-Man is actually the figure that I'm more impressed with, detail-wise and articulation-wise. As you can see, his eyes, like the black part, is very, very glossy. I actually really like that. The attention to detail around the whole figure, around the figure as a whole, is just really, really nice. Got one gripe I have with this figure is these numbers right here, but I mean it's not too big of a gripe. The attention to detail is pretty great. It's quite glossy, if you can't already tell. The light's shining off shining off the figure quite well. And of course, let's get into the articulation. So, the articulation of this figure, in the head, it goes up, down, side to side, 360 degrees around, and it can kind of tilt like the Toomes figure, but like the Adrian Toomes / Vulture figure, but it's not as good. But here is where he shines. So his ab crunch, all the way forward, all the way back. You can see the webbing keeps going. It's really, really nice. I don't know what that weird noise is from when I do his ab crunch. I hope you guys can hear that, but yeah, it's really nice. So it goes all the way back, all the way forward, and then yeah. So that's his ab crunch. His arms go out, go forward, backwards, all the way around. He has double jointed elbow bend. He has a swivel at the wrist. His wrists go, up and down, and if you turn it back and forth. And then he has a swivel right here. And it's the same thing with the other arm. He has two different sets of hands. So one is a fist and like a web flipping hand. And then the other is, of course, the open wall crawling hand that I showed you earlier. But anyways, back to the articulation. He has a waist swivel, goes all the way around. His legs go forwards like really nicely, but in terms of going back, not that much. He has a swivel at the thigh, double jointed knees, a boot cut swivel, and he's got a tiny bit of ankle pivot, and then of course his ankles go up and down. But that's going to be it for the articulation of the Spider-Man figure. He stands really nicely, really easily. You can get some really, really great poses out of this figure. I'll show a picture at the end. I got him like on Vulture, and it was like really, really cool. But like, you can get some really cool poses out of this. Like, you can get him to do some pretty cool stuff. Or like, you can have him be swinging, and I don't know, it's just a really good figure. I really appreciate the attention to detail and the great amount of articulation in this figure. It's really, really nice to have such an amazing Spider-Man figure in my, I don't want to say collection, but my little action figure collection. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this review. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.